Haven't done a movie review in a while, so here's my review on Spider Man Brand New Day. It was great, and I would say that it's kind of a return to form in this much is that the other Spider Man films with Tom Holland really got carried away with Stark technology and his being a part of this Marvel universe and multiverse. And while the last one was great, with Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield showing up, it wasn't. It was still more of, well, I don't want to criticize it on that basis, but basically it just felt a little bit more like classic Spider-Man. That he's a small-time operator, lone wolf superhero, but not an he's not the Punisher, and the Punisher is in this, and John Berthenau gives his usual great performance. Um, and don't forget, the Punisher started in The Amazing Spider-Man, and so yeah, and as you may know, the Hulk is there too. Now, if you're wondering if we get any kind of closure, I'll save that for the spoiler section. But I will say that all the cast are great. A lot of the plot does revolve around something called Damage Patrol, if I have that right. Or is it Damage Control or Damage Patrol? I don't know. But I think that it's still, how do you do that's a deep cut, and I'm glad they had it. But I think the question it sets up for itself is how do we resolve the issues caused by him making everyone forget himself in the last movie with the characters that were his friends in those films while keeping it more like classic Spider-Man? And the film knocks it out of the park, honestly. And this despite the fact that, and we're going to get to the spoiler section in a moment, that Tombstone has a very brief cameo. Scorpion is a little more important to the plot, a lot more important to the plot. But the main villain is someone else. And now we get to the spoiler section, true believers. Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, and Jean Grey is the main antagonist in the film, and she is trying to rescue her sister, who is also a telepath. Now, I'm not crazy about making Jean Grey a villain exactly, except you have to remember that her most famous story in the comics, or at least the famous story of what we think is Jean Grey, but is actually a different entity taken over by the Phoenix Force or whatever, did destroy an entire planet. So, okay, film, you can have her break into a prison using controlling other people's minds. Fine. And Sadie Sink is good, and there's another spoiler to go along with that Marissa Tomei is in the film and does have a scene with her through kind of reading Peter's mind or entering Peter's mind. And that's a pretty powerful scene. But probably my favorite scene in the film is the very end where he's re-met Ned as Spider-Man, and Ned is obsessed with Spider-Man. And he's overheard MJ call him Peter because he's already revealed everything to her. Basically, at the end, though, they're in the coffee shop, and he kind of reintroduces himself to him and says, "My name's Peter." And he gets it. like I said, also, the Hulk is in it too. And this is one that may or may not excite people, may or may not be a good thing, because there's varied opinions on Mark Ruffalo's performance. I'd say he does better than normal here, but to each their own. I share some of these criticisms, but also the part that I think and they have gotten too silly with him, and maybe made him maybe not as much of a threat as he should be. Does the film totally reverse that? It does an okay job. It's still cool to see, I mean, Jean Grey is controlling the Hulk, and so Spider Man and the Punisher have to put him down, have to fight him. So if that doesn't sound like a million bajillion comic, if that doesn't sound like a comic book plot, I don't know what does. But I think probably opinions are going to be varied on how that fight resolves itself. The question is, should Spider-Man's webs manage to be able to stop him? And again, people are going to have their opinions, but let's just put it this way. Number one, he turns into the Hulk. I didn't know you could get that big, you know. But also, he says, no batter, no girl, only Hulk! So at the very least, the Hulk is back. They just need to find a way to make him the character that he should be. And that's hard because Universal and Disney are sworn enemies, especially in the theme park game. But this worked. I'd say it worked. Anyway, definitely go see it. And oh yeah, one more thing. Since the plot involves Jean Grey and other Marvel heroes, no, we don't really see any other X-Men stuff in it. There's no post-credits scene going, I am Professor Xavier, or anything like that. But if you're looking forward to this one, definitely go. Hold on, there's a way I'm supposed to end this. Never mind.